Going on YouTube. Okay, so I'm in a new spot this time. I can't really tell you where I'm at. I've never been here. Upon arriving, I got met by the Highway Patrol and Forestry Department, and Forestry saying that I can't go up the road, even though this is a wildland area. So I'm going to go ahead and pack my stuff and head upriver and see what happens. He said it's okay if I go up, just to be careful or something of that nature. Yeah, so come along with me and see what I get into. All right. So I ended up walking right past the forestry with my sluice box, shovel, buckets, and everything, and there was no trouble. I've made it up to this spot. I can't tell you where I'm at, but I'm gonna prospect it and see how it goes. I'm down here at the creek looking for a spot for the sluice box. It just so happens that where we are, I'm actually on an inside bend, which is ideal for prospecting. Gives the heavy material an opportunity to fall out. So the river comes up this way, goes down. There's Vinny down there. There's Chasen down there. So I'm going to take a couple test pans right through here. The little river came right through here at one point, so I'm going to poke around in this little area. They're digging down that way, getting some color, so I'm going to go just upriver from them and see what I can find. Imagine that, right where I was about to take my first test pan, sitting on the surface is this iron bar. That's a good sign. Could be. I guess we're gonna find out. I'm gonna take a test pan right there, right where it's sitting. What I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to snuff out that bottle. I'm going to take maybe 2 or 3 more test pans and see if the gold line is where I think it is. It should be there. I'm seeing all kinds of heavy sitting right on top of the surface. And that test pan that I just did, that you guys saw, I think I counted like 4 or 5 colors. So I'm going to keep testing, maybe 3 or 4 more pans, and see what I find. Okay, so my first my first hole or test pan was from here. My second one was from there, and it's in a line. This is shooting down river, going that way, up river. I'm at basically at the top of the turn here on the inside bend, and I've gotten 8 colors in 3 pans. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this area right here and probably work my way down. I'm going to take a cut from here first and see what I get out of it. And that's going to determine if I go up or down. I don't know. I know there's gold here, and I'm sitting right on surface, and I'm getting color, so I'm about to tear this up. Yeah, here's my buddy Vinny. He's digging right over here. Just found some nice flakes. Vinny, tell me what you just told me, that you're going to dig how many buckets today?
200 buckets today.
This guy is going to try and attempt to dig 200 buckets today.
I'm at 18.
And he's at 18, and it's what?
12.
11 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to see about that. A little update. This will be buckets 7 and 8. I just want to talk about the material real quick. Okay, so this material here, it's loosely, tightly packed, if that makes any sense. But what I'm noticing is there's a lot of clay. And the clay is of different colors. It's a lot of calcium, a lot of caliche, a lot of decomposing stuff in here. I'm seeing some specks in the sluice box. I'll show you that here in a little bit. Maybe we are pausing for lunch now. I'm 20 tubs in. Vinny was kind enough to cook us up some grub for lunch. Let's see what we got going on here. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. box is running very nice. Got some black sands down in there. The V-mat is starting to catch more material, but once again, with the velocity of water that is required, it don't stay there long. It has given me more of an opportunity to see the gold, and I've seen some pretty nice pieces, so I'm definitely looking forward to the cleanup. So this is my buddy Chasen. I guess this is why they say to come out in the wilderness in pairs of 2. His foot was caught about right there.
It almost closed again.
I'm stuck.
That big boulder came down and pinched him right where he stands, and I was way over there and they were hollering at me. I thought they found something cool. Needless to say, he was stuck. We should have left him there all night, but we're cool, so we didn't do that. Like I was saying earlier, I've started my strip cut, and I've gone from point A to point B, and this is where I was taking my test pens, and I was finding gold. So I'm just going to keep extending this out. I'm going to go towards the buckets out that way. Okay, so just took a couple test pens from my hole, which is back over that way, and we found nothing. Not a good sign. We also took a couple test pens from the other spot, which is down that way, and found nothing. Seems like this gold has a mind of its own and it does its own thing. So gonna take the box out of the river after a long day of cleaning and see what's in there, and that's gonna determine if I continue with my hole or move on. Not a bad day at all. I ran 42 buckets unclassified, and this is what I've gotten so far. And this is within the first 12 inches of my hole. I'll take you over to my hole real quick and show you what I did today. Okay, so here's my hole. So I started over here. My first test pen was here. I took another one over here, over there by the shovel, and now it's not in focus. Come on, there we go. So now I'm getting over here in these bigger boulders, this whole thing, just to put my foot up there, give it a size reference. So I'm starting getting some nicer boulders, but like I said, all that color came from the first 12 inches or so. All right, we are cooking up some supper here. This is the first entree of what, 3? I think there's 3 entrees. Vinny brought up some steak. We're gonna have some pork chops. I think some hot links and some baked beans.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at that. Sausages on an open fire. Eating like caveman. Flat rock and meat. What do you know about that? Good morning, YouTube. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, day 2. We're just waking up. Chasen over there and his, I don't know what's going on, but he's over there. We got Vinny up on the chair.
Got a pickle yesterday.
Got some hot water, gonna make some coffee. Yeah, so we're gonna get ready and go back over there, go do some digging. Catch up with you later. We are on day 2. Just got the sluice box run set up. There's Chasen's, all fresh and clean, ready for the day. Here's mine, the Keen A52S. Slamming water through it. So I'm gonna get over here and dig my first couple buckets of the day and get after that color. Update you in a little while. I'm about 10 buckets in right now, and I'm taking out this bank. I was over here. My plan is I'm going to take out this high bank. This is where I took my first couple test pans and was getting good gold. So I'm going to take the bank out and I'm going to come around these rocks. I'm going to come this way and we'll see what's in there. So if anybody out there in YouTube land knows what this is, I think it's a big old chunk of amber. Found it in my sluice box. Right now it's wet, but that's what it looks like. It's semi-transparent and it's really cool in the shape of a heart, which is kind of neat. But if anybody can positively identify if that's amber or something else, leave a comment in the links. Got 2 sluices right here set up. One of them over there is getting set up. That's the Keen A52S. And we have the unmentionable box over here.
Hater.
I'm not going to mention what kind of box it is, but it's there. Then over this way, we got Vinny's box set up. And this thing's just straight ridiculous. That's Vinny's. I've been seeing gold going down the VMAT, and I've been trying to get video of it in the VMAT, and for the first time, there's one sitting in the VMAT. Alright, so it's sometime in the afternoon. I don't know, probably about 1 or 2. I have no idea of how many buckets I've ran. I haven't kept count this time. I've gotten around the rock, and now I'm pushing off in that direction. I've got quite the size of a pay pile here. So I'm going to run all that. Chasen's over there beating himself up in his hole. Vinny's over here.
Taking a union break, hanging out in the next hole.
Taking a union break, that's it. Alright, it's getting later in the afternoon. About 4 o'clock. This is my hole. Basically, I just took that layer down and was getting good gold. Well, I don't know about today. I haven't done a cleanup yet. Let's go check on Chasen and see what he's up to. He started a new dig. Let's see what he did. What you got going on, Chasen?
I got this big boulder.
and
this
other
big
boulders
boulder.
around it.
My foot's not in there this time.
Check this out, fellas. We caught the man Vinny over here in action, running the sluice box. Look at that material he's got in there. Woo.
It's running slow because the river's dropping.
Yeah, the river's dropped a lot. So I just got done doing my pan out. It's still a little dirty, but a little sneak peek. That's the clean out. That's just from today. I'll add them all together and show you what I got for the last 2 days. Day and a half on a new creek. Never been here before. This is my take. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I'm happy with that. I'll be back. Alright, we're all packed up here. Well, they're not, but I am. I'm going to be heading back up to the van here in about 5 minutes or so. Thanks for coming along on this journey with us. I hope to see you guys out here next time. Until then, stay golden.